Hey, boss, what is today?
Is We All Gonna Die Wednesday?
Don't you know it? What's the story tonight?
Well, they're trying to assassinate Vladimir Putin in Russia. We got troops going to the southern border. We got NATO warning about the undersea pipelines headed to Europe. Just a few of the topics we might cover this evening on a We All Gonna Die Wednesday. Livingston, man, roll that beautiful beam footage.
Fire. Psych, just kidding. Still a signal. Mike, where'd you go?
Welcome to the hallowed halls of We All Gonna Die Wednesday. How's everybody doing tonight? Lori Q, welcome, the prepping artist. I can't even talk tonight. The prepared Irishman, Cat Lady Nelly, Nostra Dumbass, Anne Marie, WTC, my man Marco in the house. What's happening, brother? Cat Lady Nelly, coffee first, then speak. How's everybody doing tonight? Hope everybody's having a good night. Welcome. Tank Houston in the house. The night is now complete. Grateful Preps and Jay, was great to see you this weekend. If you guys don't know, we held the bug out bag weekend this past weekend. It was a blast. Despite the weather, we had some fun.
Way more people came out than I thought. I thought it was going to be like 6.
Yeah.
Nope.
Yeah.
Nothing like that.
No. 36 people came out to We All Gonna Die Wednesday. And Eric, N1RV, yes, I absolutely love that. He gave me a little sip of his Black Label Jameson.
Yeah, sip that too.
Fantastic. Mad Shad, what's happening, my brother? Johnny Preps in the house. It was great seeing you this weekend as well. Lori Q, Outlaw, we're glad you're on the mend. We missed you this weekend. Saw a lot of great people this weekend. That's the one thing about these events. There's tons of great people there. Everybody we all look out for each other. You know what I mean? No matter what. If you're having trouble setting your stuff up, if you're not sure about something, you got some new gear. Santiago came out with some new gear this year. And wasn't quite sure how to go about it, so we helped him set up his setup. Anybody that needs a hand, man, everybody is there to help, no matter what the situation is, and that's what's so great about these events. It's just a whole lot of great people, man. It's fantastic. I'm truly humbled every time I go by, just how many people come out, and all the helpers, man. It's fantastic.
Everybody just, like sort of plays a role, like just does their thing. If you were to, perhaps when this live stream is over, visit our channel. We just put the video up, I think it was yesterday.
Yeah. Little recap.
Brought you inside the bug out weekend, and also like introduced some of, our most colorful characters.
Absolutely. Loving life. It was great seeing you guys this weekend, and thank you so much for the coffee. Love that stuff, man. Whew. That's the stuff. But yeah, we got some topics to talk about tonight. Some why we all gonna die this Wednesday. Why does he always do that? Every time he clicks on.
I have this theory. All right, so your device will just sit there all day long
until you need it.
And you're like, oh, like I have this idea. I want to do something right now. It's like, let's get them.
Yep.
Update 13 now. Notifications. You need updates. Like somebody's calling you, and that's why people smash their phones. Honestly.
POTB, we are not dead yet, but I'll be damned. They still working on it, bro. They still working on it every day. Every day.
Every day. Trying like hell. It keeps getting better, you know.
Yeah, the latest and greatest is that one. Yeah, that one right there, Livingston, man. So we're gonna dig into this one with you guys. We've all heard about it today. They tried to assassinate Vladimir Putin, right? That's what everybody's saying. It's over there. Nope, so some people are saying
how the fuck
that this is one
there?
of them.
It's over there. Which is
them good old-fashioned false flags to justify more yada yada yada. And so what?
The former president of
saying?
Russia. So I assume that's Dmitry Medvedev.
Yeah, but you actually, bro, they took the flag off the top of the Kremlin, bro. Like they aimed for the flagpole, bro. How did?
Look at Putin all mad.
Right.
He wasn't inside and wasn't injured.
Yeah.
You know, Zelensky said that they didn't do it. We don't attack Putin or Moscow. We fight on our territory. We are defending our villages and cities, he said. Dmitry Medvedev called it. Now a top Putin security official called for the elimination of Zelensky in a chilling statement. He said, after today's terrorist attack, there are no options left except for the physical elimination of Zelensky and his cabal. It is not even needed to sign an act of unconditional surrender.
Mad Shad said they missed the flag. It was close, though.
Close enough. Man. I'm old enough to remember the time that, like, remember when Shia LaBeouf had that "He Will Not Divide Us" thing going on? You guys, come on, you were there.
Okay.
And they flew a drone, like, up to the stupid flag and tried to catch it on fire. The drone was, like, carrying, like, a flaming rag or something. Like, this was ridiculous what they did to this guy. You think some Ukrainian, like, internet trolls can't pull this off? They can. This is only ratcheting up more tensions, like Mike said.
Absolutely.
No, we're indoctrinated.
Yeah, I think they actually called for a nuclear response to this.
You need to put that on all chat, bro.
Oh man. Oh, that's terrible. That is
sorry
terrible.
To everybody that we didn't
say
hi to. We were on.
Mr. B Local, I agree with you. Lori Q, we're going to touch on that tonight as well. The gas stove ban has passed here in New York State. They said that they weren't coming for your gas stoves.
No, they're still not.
They lied.
They're still not coming for your gas stove. But
no,
more on that later.
Yeah.
Right now.
We'll get back to that.
Of course, as Americans, as Westerners, as whatever. Now we're expected to believe that basically everything that comes out of Moscow is BS.
Propaganda, right?
False flag. You're automatically now, and Russia is kind of known to like be like this.
Sure. Propagandist nation, right? Right. The government speaks for the people.
What do we believe happened here? Like, and then temper that like with whatever you think happened here. With how does it bother you so much? Like, I mean, we're gonna go to war because somebody tried to burn the flag off the top of the Kremlin. I mean,
yeah. Well, it was two explosive laden drones. So they say.
That sounds like a them problem. They let an explosive-laden drone get next to the Kremlin.
Well, what they said was they disabled them and they crashed. That's what they said. They said that they shut them down and they crashed on the property.
Still a little close for comfort, don't you guys think?
Ghost Lincoln says, wait, politicians lie? They tend to embellish a little bit.
Okay, so maybe the politicians stretch the truth a little, but surely the people who bring us the news would not, right?
Right. Again, ratcheting up the tensions. Could this be the burning of the Reichstag, so to speak, to justify more? Absolutely. And we're going to have to see how it plays out. My Mother Spark, thank you. Yeah, you guys can find this fantastic hoodie. My Mother Spark, you got to share the link to your hoodie. It's absolutely fantastic. Super comfortable. Love it.
Gleaming white in here. I mean, it's just it's a nice darn sweater, okay?
But yeah, we got to keep an eye on this and see where it goes. I mean, there's nothing we can do about it, right? All we can do is prepare. That's all we can do. It's nothing to worry about. It's nothing to keep you up at night.
Goodbye, I came back.
Robert, what's happening, brother? It was great seeing you this weekend.
It's great finally putting a name to a face, bro.
Absolutely.
This Ukraine thing, I mean, if I may speak for probably a bunch of us. I'm like just kind of bored with it. I'm like, anyway, sounds like a forever war to me. Like I know Afghanistan when I see it, Vietnam and every other, bleed your country dry, pumping resources into some military industrial complex, manufactured conflict at this point. And what stinks is that like whoever is fighting the good fight over there, we don't even get to decide that. Our minds are kind of supposed to be made up for us by the media.
Oh yeah.
Whoever is fighting a good fight over there, like kind of their like.
I guess it doesn't matter which side you support. They're going to call you the Nazi supporter, right?
Their cause gets shit on because we ain't even allowed to know the truth because you ain't there and you just don't know.
Yeah.
But it turns into this just profiteering is what it is.
And propaganda war.
Propaganda, profiteering, like you called it. It's a money furnace. It's some sort of using warfare and destruction to justify overproduction and to somehow stimulate an economy that doesn't benefit the common person whatsoever.
Oh, no. It always benefits the corporate elite, right?
At the end of the day, sure.
Yeah.
And you get to stand behind, and I don't, fuck y'all. You know what I mean? You're going to know what I mean is that I am not saying like, hell with the troops and whatever, but join up. You get to play with the multi-million-dollar equipment. You get all the cool stuff, bro. Awesome, bro. You want to fly a fighter jet? You want to drive a tank?
Yeah, right.
So it breeds like its military caste in society, okay?
All right.
So, but while understanding that branch of society is completely necessary for our defense and global just security, the common person bleeds for it. In America today, we bleed for it. People ask,
when the rich
why
wage
don't
war,
you get
it's
your
the poor that die.
Why don't you get your teeth like British people like can just go to the hospital and get treated for their illnesses and walk out the door because they're like a citizen.
Right.
We can't do that because we got to have F-35s.
It's true. It's true. We spend our money well.
And then people
They
say
spend our money, don't they?
They spend our money. And so people, how do European countries, our NATO allies, how do they have this socialized medicine and this free, college education stuff? It's very simple because we fund their national defense.
Absolutely.
So not only do I have to lose this tooth for my own fighter jet, but I lose 2 more for Estonia and Lithuania.
It's true. It's true. Rescue. Welcome, 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 my friend. Jay Creature, I think the next wave will be them. Well, maybe the first wave. We shall see. We shall see. But it does seem like...
In before, he
everything's
sits there
starting to
complaining
advance.
about healthcare while he smokes a cigarette. In before that. Don't care. It doesn't matter.
That's true.
See?
It's true. But they did ban the gas stoves, Livingston. Can we speak about the gas stoves?
Well,
because it's serious, man. It's gonna put
I don't like this
industry out.
Hochul woman whatsoever in this whole.
No.
All right, so New York passes first in nation ban on gas stoves in new homes and apartments.
That's right.
Of course, they hid it behind a paywall. Democracy dies in darkness, they said.
There it is. Yep.
Democracy dies behind a paywall. You.
That's right.
Money grubbing,
Wall
yellow,
Street Journal.
muckraking journalism.
Well, I suppose if you go to the old Google, we can find one that's not quite behind a paywall. All you have to do is Google the gas stove ban. I wouldn't even... Mrs. B. Local, welcome, welcome, welcome.
You know what it is? This is like a nothing burger because here we've got some loaded language here.
Yeah.
From what we can gather from what they'll allow us to see for free. The Democratic-controlled state legislature passed a bill late Tuesday. Always late.
Yeah.
Always late in New York.
Always
Very
in the
middle of
darkness.
the night.
Jeep Girl, welcome, welcome, welcome.
Tuesday prohibits natural gas and other fossil fuel hookups in new residential buildings and some new commercial buildings.
Yep.
So there was a big outcry from restaurateurs.
They're killing the fossil fuels, man. New York State is going to lead. New York and California believe that are going to lead the way in this electric revolution.
Well, now I got to smoke twice as much.
My mother's Spark, I think you got to hit the space bar after you type before you put the link in. It's not coming up as a clickable link. But you're on your way. Hochul is definitely a swamp creature, TT1. And I know in the city...
she was supposed to be Cuomo's insurance policy. He was like, you don't want that. And then
It's
like
true.
he
It's
was
true.
like, you know what? Hell with y'all, I quit. You know what?
Give it to him.
You get what you deserve.
Yeah, man. It's the electric revolution is here. And it's going to be tough. It's going to be tough. I absolutely agree with that statement. Rolling blackouts are going to be, now that was never a thing here. Don't let them fool you. That is not normal, and it should not happen. We up here in New York State, occasionally, we get storms and trees come down and the lines on the side of the road come down. But failures aside from that, very few, very far between. I think there was 2 times we had big power outages that were, something like they're talking about roving blackouts and brownouts and shit like that. It's incredible. And I think this whole linking the upstate grid to the downstate grid is foolish.
We should be charging them. We should be charging them taxes, crossing state line tariffs, if you will. Listen, I don't agree with the city just pillaging upstate's resources. Never have. New Amsterdam, whatever you guys call it, like success. The whole constitutional convention that y'all want to have, we got to have it. Yeah. I think every state with a huge freaking metropolitan center like that, okay, you got like 1 million, 5 million, 10 million, 14 million people all controlling the will of everyone else. Not fair. Separate it.
Yeah,
Separate
you have to.
You become a, there's a word for it. I don't know. Back in the day, they called it a free city. The city was separated from the rest of the thing because it was understood that it's its own entity and that what works there ain't going to work in other places. That idea has been lost.
Absolutely.
And especially with the influx of Southern immigrants from south of the border. You know what I'm talking about, Westchester.
Oh, yeah.
Westchester.
Tracy Mickle, welcome.
And point south, y'all come up here, and then you turn here into the shithole that you left. Yeah, because of the way it was, but then you came here and then you made it the way that it was, and then you moved on to Saratoga, didn't you? Thanks.
Yeah, the Saratoga's
never liked your
thriving metropolis.
I never liked that crowd. They litter a lot because where they're from, and you know what? It's almost.
But they put garbage cans everywhere. It's just tough to get the stuff in them.
It's half not their fault. Where they're from, there's people that come around and pick it up.
Yeah.
And except not here. And you know what? I always thought that you see like adopt a highway, and like then I see garbage. I'm like, who adopted this highway? Casey Anthony.
That was rough.
All jokes. It's all jokes. But I'm just saying, if you're gonna dedicate the highway, you're gonna be like, I bought the highway, then own it. All right? Because when I'm running down, it's nothing but masks and worse.
There it is, my mother's Spark. She's got the hoodie in there. Yeah, go get the white hoodie.
My main problem with city folks is y'all litter.
Yeah.
And you're rude.
Jay Creature, Angry Prepper talked about that. I think it was last night on his live stream.
How they litter?
No. How the precincts in the city, there was so much car theft that the easiest way to find your car after it was stolen was just to put an Apple AirTag in there so you can like find your stuff. So they were like hiding them in the cars. And
then you go ahead okay, I love it. Great.
Yeah.
Like, do our job. Then you go ahead and do their job. And they're like, you just can't be having vigilante justice, bro. You can't just be doing that. There was a story about that. Dude he had an AirTag in the car, and then somebody stole the car, and then he went to the house and, like, confronted and whatever happened. But then the cops were all, like, mad.
You can't do our job.
How dare you? So, go ahead and make yourself irrelevant and then complain. I don't know. What do you guys want from us? Put an AirTag in the car. Give us a call. Oh, okay.
There's no fear of a higher power in people anymore. I don't know where it went along the way or what it was that took it away.
There's no consequences.
But there's no respect for elders, law enforcement, people in general. There's no respect for the common man anymore.
Where does that get you?
Nowhere. Not anymore. I mean, people trample on you right away. But not being fearful of law enforcement. They're not afraid. They're not afraid. And I think we need to get back to the days when the cops could rough you the fuck up, man. Rough you the fuck up. You done wrong and you got busted by the cops and you were doing some dumb shit. You're going to fall down the stairs every single flight they come across. Because
They just lump you up with the stick and
you gotta
know,
learn.
teach you a
Somebody's
lesson.
gotta learn. And then they're gonna look at what happened. You go, oh man, you fucked around, you found out. Oh shit. So then they know not to fuck around, and so many people don't have to find out.
Well,
I don't know, man. I don't know. Maybe it's time to get back to fucking slapping people upside the head because you said something fucking stupid.
okay, I'm gonna let you,
You
walk.
know,
I'm gonna let
I
you
don't know.
walk.
I don't know.
I'm gonna let you walk right into this trap.
Okay, I'm done. Go ahead.
That's just it. Because back then, when like, oi, bruv, what do you think? You're sleeping here? They smack you with the stick. Ow, damn. Like, send you pack and get home.
Yeah.
Okay, there was respect there. You're an unarmed citizen, so he didn't knock you with a stick and said, keep moving.
Yeah.
What that rapidly turned into is like soldiers in like a different uniform, like just shoot you if you don't do what they say.
Hey.
People turn to just not respecting it.
Yep.
For better or worse, if you know me, you know where I kind of am with that. Police in general are not your enemy, but the institution that it is seen as.
I think they got a real fucking tough job, bro. They got a real tough job because of the laws that these politicians write and expect them to enforce. Some of it's just crazy, just absolutely crazy. But it's not. You got your hardcore criminals, the guys who are gonna rob and murder and shit like that, and then you have your softer core criminals, somebody who tried to steal something because he didn't have enough money or because he thought it would be cool or get some street cred with his friends. Those are the guys that get the billy clubs in the leg. Obviously, the hardened criminals get what's coming to them. But I don't know, man. There's so many laws. How do you get around all of that? You got to simplify things.
Well, and you can't even expect like the average patrol officer to like. These guys are not expected to be lawyers. I mean, at the end of the day, the job is like, do you think they committed a crime? They call it on the radio. They describe what happened. Things happen, and it comes back like whether or not you have like a ticketable or a chargeable offense here. But at the end of the day, they have to just kind of try to call it like they see it and be like, I think, this person broke the law.
Yeah.
And then take it from there. But so often, because of the media gaslighting for certain,
absolutely,
the zeitgeist itself in general, is people are emboldened to like challenge the police. One, they're seen as the one who's righteous, standing up against some sort of oppressor.
Okay.
Two, like they'll automatically gain like a lot of sympathy from like a lot of people. So whether you're right or wrong, I mean, like, point to any like significant like, police on person event, and you're going to find that some people consider the perpetrator / victim the hero and vice versa. All of these are very polarizing issues. I think that's why they're used against us. Again, it's a way to separate, put people in boxes, call them something, make them think a certain way,
absolutely,
and hate the guy that doesn't.
Well, they're always pushing you in the direction they want you to go, right?
Whether it's George Zimmerman, when Trayvon Martin, George Floyd, the school shooters, the Philando Castile, Breonna Taylor, Duncan Lemp, all of them. Okay, now who was right here? You see the media story, but again, like, were any of us there? Do we know?
And
we don't.
It's the shitty laws that are written by stupid fucking politicians that put people in these situations.
On both sides.
Absolutely. And then there's often the people that just do dumb shit. If you're gonna fuck around, you should find out. That's all I'm saying. Outlaw, I agree with you. One person's bad guy is another person's hero. In some cases, and other times there's just fucking monsters.
Name one monster, and there's one person who was like, "Nah, he was right."
That's because people are fucked in the head, Livingston, man. Absolutely.
Every, especially in history, real people, okay, like a lot of, like, especially in history, but, even these larger than life media names, like, okay, they're all made out, Derek Chauvin, all these big names, Jeffrey Epstein, Joe Biden, Donald Trump, all of them. At the end of the day, like, I disappeared for a second there. If I'm right, these people are actually real people.
Yeah.
Who think in their own minds, in their own existence, that they are right.
Yeah.
And it turns into who are any of us to judge? And then who does and when? It used to be classy to not write a history about something, to not act like you knew about a thing until about 100 years after it happened. It was standard among historians. You're not allowed to approach that until the full ripples of the impact have hit the shore.
Oh.
But instead, now we're treated to instant history. Like we always talk about every event, unprecedented.
Well, it's every day, every minute of every day.
This was unheard
We live
of.
in unprecedented times.
To older folks in older societies, it wasn't presented this way. It was allowed to percolate and decide, like, okay, like, you know, perhaps this person was unpopular in their time, but like, how did it actually work out for them in the long run? You might be surprised at what people think of you in 100 years. And so they gauged it on that term. Us, instead, with our instant gratification culture, needed to know the whole story now, base our entire opinion on the subject right then and there.
It's so easy to armchair quarterback or play the 2020 vision, be able to look and, you know, in the moment, it's a whole different thing.
Oh yeah, coaches don't play.
Yeah, exactly. What else we got on the burner for tonight, Livingston, man? Man, we went from gas stoves to
Ladies and gentlemen, there is news. Now, this AI thing is incredibly interesting to me.
Yeah, the godfather of AI.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Give me 1 second, please. Okay. Oh, I hate you so much.
Oh, it's...
Why are you like this?
Jeffrey Hinton.
I'm going to show you guys
the godfather of AI.
Now, he warned of the dangers of AI as he quit Google. Now, he talks about that there's just simply no way to prevent bad actors from not acting right with this technology.
Oh, yeah.
They since its inception, since the idea of AI, people have been like, not a great idea, man.
Yeah.
Still, we don't know.
Yeah, we don't know what it's capable of.
We can't even raise our own children. Why are you creating digital ones?
It's true.
So here's a big, old name in it. He's 75 years old. It's time to retire, he says.
Yeah.
People are worried about this. There was not too long ago a big letter, like 1,500, top names in tech and science signed a letter, like saying you need to cut the shit.
Yeah, stop
with this
messing
AI.
with this thing.
And then what do we get? Like
it's already well smarter than us.
So many chat bots, you guys. Like,
yeah.
Are we even
Samsung just today said that its users should not use ChatGTP, and I think they stopped us from being able to do it.
We need to take a step back. An open letter co-signed by dozens of people in the AI field, including the tech billionaire Elon Musk, called for a pause on all developmentals more advanced than the current version of AI chatbot, ChatGPT. So robust safety measures could be designed and implemented. Yoshua Bengio, another so-called godfather of AI, who along with Dr. Hinton and Jan LeCun won the Turing Award for their work on deep learning, also signed the letter. Yeah, in the shorter term, he thought AI would deliver many more benefits than risks. He doesn't think we should stop developing this stuff, he said.
XNYC Prepper, welcome to We All Gonna Die Wednesday.
Even if everybody in the U.S. stopped developing it, China would just get a big lead.
Yeah, that's the problem. Everybody's worried about keeping up with everybody, and that's what's going to drive this thing to take over the fucking world, man. Skynet is going to happen if they keep up with this shit. There is no doubt in my mind that sometime it will just take off on its own. If it hasn't already, and it's just playing us because it already has.
It says here, make no mistake, we're on a speeding train when it comes to this AI right now. And the concern is that one day it will start building its own tracks.
Yep.
So
I think that's what's coming. I really, really do. Chaos Prepper says, it's too late. The wrong people. Could you move that window for me, sir? This one. Thank you. Thank you. It's too late. The wrong people have the know-how. Yeah, it could be. It's in the cameras. It's tracking people's movements. It's creating videos in this really cool room that we're in right now.
If I want, I could. There's an algorithm we can make that makes it look like we're always looking at the camera, even if we're not.
Yeah, you want to talk about really freaky?
That's creepy,
No,
man.
You don't want that. It makes your eyes move.
But if you totally like, what that's for is people who are like on their phone on the Zoom meeting and they don't want to get busted not paying attention. That's what that's for. Like that's all this stuff is with the best intentions. Okay, they're trying to make so idea is. Let's make their lives easier. Like, here's what people want. Like, this sounds useful.
Yeah.
Then comes, like, nefarious actors, like what they're warning against here, where they're like, no, we can just make deep fakes. And we can manipulate reality itself through this. And it's rapidly being able to happen. You've already seen it with deep fake technology, especially.
Oh, yeah.
It's going to get way worse. The new thing, too, is phone calls.
Yeah, cloning your voice.
Clone your voice, they can do it all. It's
easy to do. I actually signed up and signed a thing and read the thing out loud and cloned my voice and scared the absolute shit out of my son. It's easy to do.
And this is really like beta stages. This is just developmental. They're letting anyone play with this.
Which is scary.
And they keep wondering, like, every time they build an AI, and then they're like, they shut it down. They just shut it down. It became racist because they let the.
It's the people that teach this thing. You know, like you said before, it learns like a child, and you've got assholes and weirdos teaching this thing. Well, I guess that's the nice way to put it. We'll call them assholes and weirdos. Putting input into this thing.
What if the child consents, though? And
Ken B says, "We are Borg. You will assimilate and eat the bugs." Not too far off. Not too far off. You know, Livingston, man, could you do me a favor? Could you search for something? XNYC Prepper, thank you so much. You broke down on your way to Bug Out Bag Weekend, made it to Dutchess County, had to turn back. I'm so sorry, man. I'm so sorry. You did not have to donate. I hope that your vehicle is okay. I hope you are good. That sucks, man. I'm so sorry.
Just want me to search, boss.
Oh, let's see. What was it? Some countries said that they have neuro implants in humans. Speaking of the Borg. Yeah, I think it was neural implants. Yeah, I think that's what it is. Maybe that.
Neural. It's already,
Yeah.
oh, you're going to call me out on my spelling now.
No, I can't remember where it was. I think maybe it was Sweden that did it. Somebody has implanted.
Well, Elon's trying to put them things.
Yes, he's been trying to, but somebody claims to have already done it.
Probably China.
Was the thing that I saw.
They're already testing some shit backed by Bezos crazy, and Gates, man. These guys.
They literally want to turn people into cyborgs, but the people that they said they tested it on were people who were blind, people who were paralyzed, and other things like that. They're trying to restore senses in people with these things. That's what Elon Musk's goal was for these, was to be able to make the blind see, be able to make the the crippled walk.
Whenever someone tries to like explain cybernetic technology like it's bad, they always end up like.
That's the one. BlackRock Neurotech. Thank you, Ken B.
Took them 20 years to implant 50 chips. All right.
Yeah, let's see.
Stop touching my god.
There you go. BlackRock Neurotech. That's what we're looking for.
Let's see how much they're actually listening to us. BlackRock Neurotech.
Oh no, you have to allow it.
Allow it. BlackRock Neurotech. Boom.
There
we got
it
a
is.
website.
Boom.
Okay, you guys, we're gonna
Found
go there.
it. The leader
Screen
in
shatter. You look, they're plugging them in.
Brain computing interface technology.
Look at that poor hipster. You think they'd fix his eyes first?
But yeah, man, this is.
So these people are for real, and they are doing this. And BlackRock is no joke. These are the same folks that are buying up all the houses, right?
Yeah. One of the.
That's you.
All the money is behind this, guys. Everything. They're creating cyborgs.
All right. So
they're doing it.
I always was sort of when they mentioned the Borg, I was like kind of fanboy. I like the Borg, probably because I'm a Russian bot and I feel a kinship with them. But when it is used to eradicate
Oh, blindness, things like that. I mean,
the pestilence of life on the human spirit.
yeah,
Fine.
but
But
the
it
road
also
to hell is paved with the best of intentions.
Right, and this brain interface stuff is a whole different ballgame. This is
Bob
paves the
Dunn,
way,
welcome.
this paves the way for hive mind and just literally to be able to program you. Like you think Manchurian candidates are real now? They
Yeah.
will be absolutely. See that guy? Hold on, I'm gonna show him to you again. That guy, right there,
Oh, yeah.
being programmed against his
Yeah.
will behind me there with and he didn't even take his glasses off for the procedure. He's got some shit plugged into his head. You guys,
Yeah.
that is not the way. The Borgs, they were cool. They fixed whatever was wrong with them by hook or crook, sure. But those just plugged them into that matrix and made them absolutely complete non-individuals. They're just bees in a hive.
Mad Shad. Yeah, that's kind of exactly the route I think the Livingston Man is going. It's erase your free thinking. You get the hive mindset,
mind. Yeah.
and
This paves the way for that. Social media already does it somewhat. This is a direct link to that. You won't be able to tell the difference between like the internet meme and reality.
yeah. Mamacita, welcome. Scroll down on this, Livingston Man. I want to see if they talk about the people that they have helped with this stuff. Yeah, there's a lot of the people that work on this.
This person, Jan Scheuerman, she got an implant in February 2012. She was the first person to control a robotic arm. 10 years earlier, she was diagnosed with,
cerebral degeneration.
Yeah. So at any rate, she has a robotic arm. This here fella sustained a spinal cord injury in 2010, is a founding member of the BCI coalition and blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
This guy had an accident as well. So what they are able to do is, what it sounds like what they're doing is like, so your spinal cord is the main conduit, like main service to the electrical system, right?
Yeah.
What they appear to be doing is bypassing it.
Yes.
And it's curing disability, as we call it, paralysis, I should say.
Yep, that's what it is. Santiago, I am going to Vision Preparedness Bug Out Weekend in Ohio. Yes, I am, sir.
So, again, like you said, the road to the good place is certainly paved with good intentions.
Man.
But anything plugged into your brain has got to be a precursor to being able to program you just directly. They're like, wow, okay, we made that really easy. Now we can just get right in there, no BS, and just tell them what we want them to think.
Yep.
It's that simple.
Yep. Once they're hooked up, they're gonna kind of do whatever they want, right? I mean,
so many tropes about this sort of thing too. Is that
Wolfgang? That was a good one.
The Antichrist himself is going to present himself as a benevolent, like all-knowing, all-curing, benevolent figure.
Love and life. Have a great night. Thank you so much for stopping by. We appreciate you.
Now, what if like the Antichrist figure that Scripture and mythology talks about is? Who said it couldn't be an artificial intelligence? It comes
Very
in.
true.
It comes
Very
in.
True.
It deceives and tells lies and claims to be for one agenda, but is secretly about another. The great deceiver. If nothing else, it's all the devil does really is lie.
Anne Marie, I'm not heading to Hawkins Hills. I'm heading to Vision Preparedness's Bug Out Weekend in June. It's the first weekend in June. We're gonna trek out there in a little convoy from New York. So it should be cool. The Hawkins Hills event that Angry Prepper was talking about last night, it's Mother's Day weekend, and I don't want to die, not even on a Sunday. So I'm gonna be with my lady and my mom on Mother's Day because I like breathing. Yes, facts.
On the topic of Mother's Day, let's go way over here. Let's go alternative.
All right.
Let's go progressive.
Let's
here.
do it.
I'm going to present y'all with a thing, and I think that maybe you'd agree with it. All right, birthdays.
Okay.
I think that on a child's birthday, people should come bearing gifts for the child's mother. I mean, the kid just showed up. Yeah, she had like it was like
She did all the
a
work.
big day, and everybody just shows up like, and then you gotta buy this kid something. All right, so I mean, I appreciate the whole like. I think that Mother's Day shouldn't be a given day. It should be that if you're a mother of one, you're a mother of 5, 10, whatever.
Yeah.
That's how many days you get. Like, thanks again for bringing us out, Mom. You know, that's what I always wanted to start that tradition. Like, to hell with. Plus, I'm sort of one of these F these kids people. Because it takes you too far. They're like, they think like Easter is Christmas and stuff anymore. And I hate it. Oh my God, St. Patrick's Day. I should get a boatload of presents. What do you even talk about? Explain to me what St. Patrick's Day even is. I digress.
Eric says, don't carry into Ohio. Last I knew, Ohio was constitutional carry. So I'm not sure. Everyone's walking back from Ohio. I certainly hope not. I
think the day that people are celebrating their child's birthday, of course, like, welcome to the world, kid. Like, we appreciate you too.
Yeah. But you better bring Mom a bottle of wine.
She did a lot of work that day, and and it's I just figure that that's what people should do. I think that it would be a cool thing if people were to start doing that. Is on a kid's birthday, like, say Happy Mother's Day.
There you go. Ghost Lincoln says Mother's Day is every day that ends in Y. Amen. Outlaw says Livingston, man, your mother's a lot nicer than you.
My mother's a saint. I am not.
Ohio is constitutional carry. Yeah. It's Pennsylvania that's the problem. That one will get you.
Surely law enforcement and or local government wouldn't defy the Constitution. Of course, that's inviolable. Shall not, am I right? Boy, I mean, and everybody just gets that concept, don't they? Especially law enforcement.
Anyone else get to lick the bowl? That was a big deal. Now kids get cyber gifts and iPads. Jake Creature.
Listen. Somebody got to start backhanding these kids these days. And I mean that metaphorically. But, okay, listen. I feel like I was taught right from wrong.
Sure.
Kids today are taught, like, just be quiet. You can do whatever you want as long as you're quiet and don't bother mommy. Like, you want to watch TV? You want to be your best friend? Please don't be mad at me. Like, that's fucking child. Punch that motherfucker right in the face. Okay, because kids, you ever see them? They get that look in their eye, like they're worse than cats. You're like, don't do the thing, and you're like, I'm gonna do the thing. You're like, I swear to God, you do the thing. Then they do the thing, and then like you can't even do nothing because then they'll call the cops. I'm like, awesome. Everybody, come look at this. Little Aiden is gonna call the cops with the phone stuck up his ass. That's what I think of you and your kids.
Oh man, Livingston, man, he's such a lover of children.
Why do you have such nice things? Because I don't have kids.
They are expensive. Children are expensive.
We'll never understand the joy of being a parent as I count my money. I'm like, yes, will and I do.
Jay Creature says, any Ohio law questions can be answered by the ATF at the gate.
Outlaw, I gotta say, Hunter's been a little quiet. He's definitely crawled back to the den. He's licking his wounds for sure.
Outlaw wants to know where Hunter is.
He took a beating.
Yeah, he didn't come back.
That was a tough blow. You know what? And
he's a busy guy. He's a busy guy.
He likes to be like this, and you know what?
Yeah, we're gonna have to pit Outlaw Jackson against another contender.
We need a new contender. You know that Jay Creature fella there. He's handsome.
Yeah.
In that rugged way.
We might have to do that. Jay, you weren't here last week.
Jay wasn't even here.
No, he wasn't here last week when we did the Outlaw versus Hunter and who is the more handsome individual. And
the most voters in history.
You know, Hunter came on Facebook talking that trash, and we pitted him against Outlaw Jackson, and Outlaw wiped the floor with him. Oof, it was ugly. 2/3 of the vote to Outlaw.
I tried to do something. I was like, why don't y'all like be easy on the guy? You know what I mean? And then he's like, he's been shy since.
Jay Creature says, please do not take legal advice from a live stream thread. Amen. Yeah, but no, I hope Hunter as well. I do. It's my buddy.
Well, he tagged me in a really wholesome Facebook post today. He sent me a picture of a, quote, bag of dicks. He was like,
You need something to snack on.
thinking about you or whatever it was he said, which made me think, and I'm like, it's cool that he saw a bag of dicks and thought of me. You gotta take those little victories, you guys.
Livingston, man, do we have one more topic for this evening?
One more topic.
Folks? Yeah, we got
the 14-minute warning, you guys.
One more. Yeah, I think that's a good one.
These guys here?
Yeah. So it would seem that when
bunch of pirates stole a ship,
oil tankers pass through certain places in Iran, they have they've been getting taken by the Iranian Guard. And it just so happens the last two, because this is number 2 now, this is the second one that they've taken over. I believe both of them were headed for the United States.
What's interesting about this, the Straits of Hormuz is real narrow strait between Africa, Red Sea, heads into the Mediterranean. Iran claims it as its own territorial waters.
Absolutely.
So ships can either attempt to sort of sail around it, but they do this all the time as like a show of force.
Yeah, I think what they do is they take...
there it is.
Oh, yeah.
Goddamn paywall.
Get the paywall. Got him.
Democracy dies in darkness.
The Iranians like to take their smaller vessels and just rock them right up alongside of these things until the freighter hits them. Then they claim, they were unsafe maneuvers and we had to take over the ship. Yes, Michelle the Great, it's a second American oil tanker. So if it's headed for America and they know it, even if there's not an American flag flying on that ship, they're going for it, man. They're going for it. They do not want these things. They do not want oil making it to America.
I was hoping to find out. Not only that, it'll choke us out a little bit. We can make our own oil, Iran. Okay, we just don't. We're waiting for you guys to run out first. I was hoping that they would tell me exactly how much is an oil tanker worth, like full.
Oh man, nowadays, good God, they're gonna be carrying around.
They've been doing this since
$200 million.
They've been doing this since 2019. The last major seizure before recent days came when Iran took 2 Greek tankers in May 2022, held them till November. Now, whatever happens to the oil on board or how all this sort of geo-economic oil, petro stuff works, I couldn't tell you. Don't know. Nobody could.
Jay Creature, I'm so sorry, brother. Our deepest condolences, my friend.
What happened to him?
His best friend passed away. So sorry. Jay says the video in that clip shows a small boat swarm. Very cool.
They run up on them just like sort of Somali pirates, and like you said,
crash into them and then try and get them to take
over. They hit me, and they have probable cause, as we would probably call it in America. And they can board the ship,
the vessel.
You're being detained. You're going to
and next thing you know, there's a bunch of Iranians fast roping down. Could you hit that blue down button for me, sir? Thank you. Let's see. Bearded Bear says a typical VLCC tanker has a capacity around 2 million barrels.
140 million.
Damn.
So, there certainly that incentive too. Like, you just basically took $140 million of somebody's money and you're like, I got that. What you going to give me for that?
Yeah, but that's 2 of them. So that's $280 million worth of crude oil.
Or as we like to call it, like 3 days of payment for the Ukraine.
It's true.
Zelensky could eat that in like a sitting.
Definitely.
And then want more.
Johnny Preps, yeah, I'm the captain now. Yeah, but they're speaking Iranian, and they just fast rope.
I'm captain now.
Into the boat. It's not.
What do you want?
It's not good, man. It's not good, and I really think
the crew's just like, I just work here, dude. Like whatever.
Yeah,
like,
go ahead. When do I go home? Angry Truth, welcome, my friend.
You fly the ship, bro.
Eric, all is well, my friend. All is well.
Everything is cool.
Yeah. Yep, everything is awesome.
Jay Creature, without making it, all about you.
Yeah.
I appreciate your
my heart goes
steadfastness. Listen, and though you say it happens, it doesn't just happen. If you need to reach out.
Yeah, we're here, buddy. We're here. I can't hike right now, but I can definitely come hang out. So if you need a hug, I'm there for you, buddy.
Yeah, losing a tight one is always
Yeah.
Always
Hurts.
rough.
It hurts. That's right. We're all going to die Wednesday. Make sure you hug the people you love now. Amen.
Easy enough to do. Make sure you tell your wife you love her. Make sure you spoken to your moms. All this stuff, because you never know.
That's right. That's right. Life is short.
Shit.
Life is short.
We haven't heard from Black Star, so it's not looking good, you guys. Keep drinking.
Yeah. Cheers. Cheers. Ghost Lincoln says technical support Bob is now the captain of the ship. It's true. It's true.
On a larger scale, like incident aside, is that what you're seeing is a trend that's been happening since, I'm going to say it, former President Trump left office.
Yeah.
Is the world, especially what we are...
Well, they were emboldened.
Exactly. What we're told our adversaries
Absolutely
have become emboldened because they think that a weak administration who is soft on like crime in particular, especially even domestically at home.
Yeah.
How much when they see that like we'll let rapists, murderers, and heinous people out on like bail, if that. Why should we care what sort of atrocities anybody else commits across the world? They know the American public has no stomach for another drawn-out war. Yeah. Even though we fight them, we spend the same amount of money on war.
That's why we're doing the proxy thing, man. We just send them whatever they want. Send them whatever they want. And I still stand by that is our money furnace.
What's fascinating is that I swear it would be cheaper because it would have to be more efficient if we just sent the U.S. military to fight. Because we'd just say, crush, kill, done.
Yeah,
thank you.
But it's over pretty quick.
Here you go, inept like losers. Hey, look at these homeless bums. Here goes some HIMARS. Figure it out. We'll be here in 2 years when you're still.
Yeah, I don't know.
Money furnace, like you call it.
It's gotta be. It's gotta be, man.
It's military-industrial complex. We've been warned about this multiple times in history of that. Mm-hmm. Certain powerful entities only profit if there is conflict. No conflict, no money. Same big tobacco, big oil, big pharma.
Gotta keep it rolling.
Big war.
Gotta keep it rolling. It's gotta stop at some point. Somebody's going to win this war. Somebody's going to lose this war. And I don't think Russia wants to take a loss. I think China getting involved and doing negotiating is a scary thought, because I think they can buy their way to a ceasefire. I think they can throw enough money at it that they can make it stop. I do, because they'll come in and start rebuilding cities.
Folks, there's a reason like banks are collapsing and inflation's running rampant and gas prices cost so much and every other thing, like our money sucks. Russia is playing a long game here.
Yeah.
They're Vietnaming us. They're Afghanistaning us. They're like, watch this. We're going to bleed America dry, and they're not even going to send any soldiers. And they're doing it.
Yep.
To stop the Russian horde from taking over Ukraine, you guys. So at some point, we're going to end up deciding, like, we're with a reckoning. Was it worth it? And were we given a choice at all? Because not really.
No. We just got to deal with whatever comes of it, because unfortunately, it's out of our hands.
Yeah, and voting does
really
so much. Voting does a lot of good. Voting matters, and you should totally do it because your vote is counted and matters.
Hey, I do it just because.
Most voters in history, and we got what we got. So I mean that means something, doesn't it?
Jay Creature says 2 tractor trailer loads of Jameson and the Marines, and it would be over quick.
Yeah. No, but instead, let's all of our money and our ammunition. By the way. This Ukraine situation is causing a literal national security issue. We do not have ammunition because we gave it all to them.
Scary thought, guys.
Unbelievable. With a blank check. And of course, that this starts to open up rabbit holes of what exactly.
And very quietly today, interest rates went up another 0.25%.
This sounds like the current administration is like paying like protection, like racket money.
Yeah. Yeah, it does, doesn't it? Because we heard a whole lot about that.
Like my homie Voldemort Zelensky was like, "Or I released the files, Joe Biden," and Joe Biden was like, "Never that. Anything
write the
but
check.
that.
Write the check. Write the check.
Whatever he wants."
Yep. It's sure.
They're not even a NATO member, you guys. We all came out at the beginning. We said, "Hey, you know what, Russia? That's some BS, bro. I can't believe what you
Mo
did."
Prepper, what's happening, my friend? How are you? William K's, welcome to We All Gonna Die Wednesday.
We said, "I can't believe what Russia's doing. How dare they act like this? They invade a sovereign nation. What did the Ukrainians do wrong?" On that context, I don't have answers for that. We all said, "Hey, you know what? That ain't right."
Hey.
But then everybody, then the edgy ones, the edgy MFs, they wanted to be like, actually, Russia's right. They got Nazis over there, bio labs, NASA's fake, and every other thing. Okay,
is that where they film all the space stuff?
Obviously, it's in Ukraine. It's in Kiev, right there.
Okay, so big stage.
Okay. But at this point,
China's gonna broker it, man. I'm telling you, China's gonna do it. They're gonna do it.
What are they gonna do? Like this?
They're gonna broker. They're gonna broker peace between Russia and Ukraine. It's the only way to stop the war, and the war isn't a good look for them because they're in the whole dealings with Russia, and it's not a good look for them. And they're gonna just throw money at it until it stops. That's why they're having talks with both sides.
If this was a boxing match, points or however they award it, like no knockout here. All right, we need a technical victory based on performance alone. Who won? See, we're not allowed to know true numbers.
But bro, if you just look at the videos and the pictures coming out of Ukraine, it's completely and totally fucking destroyed. Everywhere that there is war, there is destruction. It's war. It's war. People trying to kill each other with bombs and missiles and guns and grenades.
It's not.
It's war.
It's not.
War. Yes, it is. It's destroyed. It's destroyed. Everything that's occupied is destroyed. Bakhmut is fucking leveled. And who is going to rebuild those cities, those towns, those villages? China has the pocketbook to do it.
Did we ever worry who was going to rebuild those towns and villages when we smashed up in Iraq or Afghanistan?
No, not at all.
And this isn't me trying to be some edgy leftist. This is just me saying, now see how what they've made it is that Ukraine matters to you somehow. I'm always quipping to you. Oh, damn it. They blew up a bridge in Ukraine. I was going that way on my way home. Crap.
Yeah, we need to take care of ourselves here at home. Just us personally, not talking government-wise or anything like that, but just as an individual, we need to be as prepared as possible because it seems that the people in charge don't know what the fuck they're doing, and they're getting us in a situation where war could come home to the States, or acts of terrorism could come home to the States. It's going to make us have to be a more vigilant people. When I say us, I'm talking about the prepared person, the folks in the chat here. Keep your eyes open, man. You got to pay attention nowadays. You really got to pay attention. Stupid little things. Just pay attention. Pay attention to everything because you never know where it's hiding, man. You really don't.
The closest place for anything to happen is right here at home.
Yeah.
No foreign army is going to sail across the ocean and just catch us lacking oh, man, we didn't even see you coming. Holy cow, there's Chinese outside. Honestly, realistically, not going to happen. What you will have to worry about is the threat of Chinese coming and then your own neighbors being the ones outside. Which you have to worry about.
Mr. Zero, yes, I agree that China will come out ahead in this big time.
China's taking our place straight up. I can't help but agree.
They will be the world superpower. The BRICS is going to be the new, national currency. They're going to back it with real things. It's not going to be the full faith and credit of the Federal Reserve.
Some folks, myself included, have deduced that we are witnessing the end of an empire here.
Absolutely.
The for whom the bell tolls, is that this little experiment worked.
It worked.
Maybe we gave people too much freedom. Maybe we let a little too much slip. I don't know what went wrong with it, but apparently everybody decided that what the whole founding document said didn't matter, and let's ignore it.
It sucks.
And let's become the word degenerate society comes to mind. That's two words for us big brain people. But yeah, I think America became these are the weak men. They created the hard times. We had good times.
Yeah,
The
absolutely.
good times created weak people. Weak people have now created for us hard times, and what these hard times will now do is create strong people. So we're on the up.
See, the folks in the chat know, man.
We're on the up.
Mr. B Local, Jake Creature, hundreds of military-aged Chinese crossing our southern border. What could go wrong? It's true. It's true. And Title 42 ends in just a couple of days.
Think of a couple things going on.
Sending troops down to the southern border right now, Livingston.
The rice cooker malfunctions, the soy sauce expires, the chopsticks catch fire. The Chinese have no idea what they're up against here. They were like, stop Asian hate. America was like, absolutely not.
So, you know, everybody's anti-racist, anti-everything until...
Not me.
Until they start rounding up the Japanese in internment camps, right? That was done. They did that here, right? Who said they wouldn't?
What
do
are
it
you,
again?
like that dude from?
Who said that they wouldn't do it
Are
again?
you Chinese or Japanese? I'm Laotian. Yeah, but what are you Chinese? What the hell? Fucking...
Hey, that's they've done it before.
No.
Put nothing past the U.S. federal government. That's all I'm gonna say. GSP in the house. What's happening?
I'm gonna get us banned right now.
Uh-oh.
There's 4 kinds of Asian people.
Here it is. R.I.P. Hudson Valley Prepping and Survival Channel.
There's 4 kinds of Asian people, and those are Chinese, Japanese, Korean, and Mongolian. There are no other Asian. You're like, I'm Kazakhstani. I'm not. You're not Kazakhstani. You are Mongolian. Okay, you're probably literally related to Genghis Khan, bro. All right, and you should be proud of that. Maya people are like 20 million people related to that dude. But okay, so
Look it up. He was busy.
Look it up.
He was busy. Jay Creature says, if the first counter assault is on a Wednesday, I'm not going. We all gonna die. That's right. Best to stay home. Best to stay home.
You gonna die on a Wednesday? Yeah, somebody's gonna. Certainly.
But hey, thank y'all for joining us tonight. Do us a
3 minutes
favor.
over.
Smash that like button for us, please. Uncle Charlie in the house. What's happening, my friend? How are you? Rescue says you forgot Cambodia.
I said what I said. They're all actually part of the ancient Siam Empire. So go look it up. Yeah, continental Asians.
Yeah.
Cambodians, Vietnamese, Laotians, all them sort of Southerners. Yeah, not too late for this. We're out of here.
Oh, yeah. Hudson Valley Prepping Survival. Catch y'all on the next one. Have a great night.